They have a 13-point lead. Your opinion, Shaq?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Bucks?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. And well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say? Gerald Henderson has been impressive here today.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Davis in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Lillard.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Parker outside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Ed Davis. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And Parker drops them both.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Antetokounmpo against Lillard. Now here's Carter Williams. And the wing jumper offline.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Monroe, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And stolen by Lillard. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA, but this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Onley's checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. He took good advantage of that screen.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game, and I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Here's the break. Reverses. And scoring with the play inside is Parker. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Trailblazers leading by 11. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard from deep. The rebound by Middleton.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The 10-footer. Again, Carter Williams missing.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Aminu. Portland no good that time either. Bucks trail by 11. Carter Williams with it. Screen by Monroe. Middleton dishes to Parker. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Carter Williams with another miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Vasquez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. And it's sent back by Kaman. The Bucks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And the second free throw, good.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
That one goes, count it,
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Carter Williams kicks to Mayo. He dishes it to Vasquez. And there's the feed to Carter Williams. They set the pick. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 6. Screen by Monroe. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41. That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And stolen by Kaman. McCollum kicks to Kaman. Lillard dishes to Leonard. Low block shot on the way. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Bayless is checked in for Carter Williams. Bucks trail by 18.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
50 seconds left to play in the third. Right through the D for the layup. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
Trailblazers leading by 18. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kaman passes to McCollum. Pulls up on the wing. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Mayo. And here's Vasquez. Mayo kicks to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Here's Monroe. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 18. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Bucks trail by 18. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Jarrett Bayless is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Henson in at the 5, roaming the paint. From 18 feet away, the shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Stolen by Henderson. And they're pushing it up. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Henderson. 14 points for Lillard.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now Bayless. Middleton outside. Three-pointer, and he gets the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Aminu with the bucket.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Middleton outside. And it's Kaman with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Davis is checked in for Chris Kaman. The Bucks also with the sub. Carter Williams is checked in.
How about the nickname for Chris Kaman? Air Sasquatch. I mean, he's got that stenciled in his shoes. A nickname he earned back when he wore his hair long. He has clearly embraced it.
For three, Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Lillard dishes to Aminu. It's Henderson on the wing. Here's Plumlee, and that one goes long.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And he gets the bucket. 14 points for Parker.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Well, going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and, Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shots good by Middleton.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Trailblazers leading by 16. It's Henderson on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Parker. Parker double-teamed. Monroe, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
But they recover it. Plumlee trying to break loose, and Davis can't get it to go. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. He feeds it to Middleton. Here's Carter Williams, and he gets it to go. Carter Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Plumlee. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Milwaukee has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. The offensive rebound.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Lillard. Open jump shot off the mark.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down. And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
And what a game for Carter Williams. He has 12 points and 1 steal as well. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Start now, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half, He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And he does get the second one, and that brings them to within 10.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Lillard. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 12. There's a minute left in the game. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Carter Williams. And it's slammed in by Monroe.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pushing it up. Here's Middleton. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're ahead by 10. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The lead now cut to single digits. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Mayo. Here's Vasquez. Can't connect. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, we know you demand a lot of yourself and expect a lot from the team. What is the focus you guys have to keep the level of play up where you want it to be?
We just got to keep working at it. We play really hard, but, so you're going to make your mistakes, but we just got to stay disciplined and keep working with each other.
Playing hard, such a key factor. Gerald, thank you so much, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He went about his business tonight so efficiently on the offensive end. It was very savvy. It was a heads-up performance. It seemed like he had his hand on about every single basket, from scoring to assist.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.